much fun.
But you know the reason why we're here, right?
I do.
We're here for a Guinness World Records attempt. See those mountains? We are going up.
Fastest ascent up Doi Chiang Mountain by car, and I'm going to be the first one up. The only thing is that we need faster cars.
Well, I know exactly where to get them. I'm Casey Montero, television host, petrol head, and all-around adrenaline junkie.
I'm Natasha Chiang, professional race driver and multiple champion.
Together, we're on a journey around Asia, looking for the most extreme rides.
For us, life is all about the next challenge, and we found it here in Chiang Mai.
We've been given 4 days and a shoestring budget.
To take 2 ordinary cars
Transform them into speed machines.
and claim the Guinness World Records title for the fastest ascent up Doi Chiang Mountain.
It's gonna take brains,
And brawn,
and I'm gonna win.
I think you might find it's the other way around. This is my first time in Thailand. This is not what I expected. This kind of reminds me back at home in Jamaica.
Very cool, like, transportation looking like. You got the tuk-tuks, you got the modified cars.
Even down to the taxis. The taxis
Yeah.
have rims and aftermarket exhausts and bigger turbos. We're driving through a city. So just imagine going up a mountain. Really
Yeah,
narrow,
I am-
super windy.
Okay, are you trying to scare me now? This is why we are here. The road to the summit of Doi Chiang.
Over 8 kilometers of twists and turns. It climbs 1,000 meters with 90-degree bends, steep ascents, and sheer drops.
Conquering this mountain will be a challenge to both driver and machine.
If we can somehow get to the top in under 10 minutes, we will claim a Guinness World Records title.
For this, we need some serious cars. Mark!
Hey, Casey, man.
How's it going?
Good, good. It's all good. This is the place to be in Chiang Mai if you want to modify your car. Come on in.
Great.
So, that's Garage. This guy over here, Kenny, he's the king when it comes to time races and a great mechanic. Over here, Thor. He's the ultimate drifter. Knows everything about rear-wheel drives. Right here, Pang. He's been into cars and street racing since he was a kid. And this, my friends, the man of the house, the owner of this place. This guy does everything. Drifting, circuit, engine building. This is the man.
So he's basically the car wizard.
Car wizard of
He is
Chiang Mai
the
right here.
guy that we need to talk to.
Definitely.
I heard you need 2 cars.
Yeah, 2 really good ones.
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
let's go.
What? He's already ready.
Our budget is tight, but Golf has managed to track down a couple of cars that fit within it.
So let's see what we got here.
Casey,
Yeah.
this is your car.
All right, here we go.
It's a Corolla DX.
My father warned me never to buy a car without seeing it. Now I know why. I'm really in trouble.
We're at a garage, man. Don't worry about it, man.
All right, my turn. Let's see what I got. Okay. This is a Honda EG, right? I used to have one. I'm familiar with them. Cool.
I really don't know where we're gonna start with these things.
They're both really good bases. Yours is rear-wheel drive, mine is front-wheel drive.
Front wheel drive, you have wheels.
Although they may look very different, these cars are equally matched. They each have their strengths and weaknesses.
The Toyota Corolla is popular among car modifiers due to its longevity, safety, and simplicity, which is why I have one. If it had an engine, it would be a 1.6 liter, but it doesn't.
Which means you have a blank canvas. The Honda EG is also popular with modifiers due to its versatility. It's lighter, but it has a less powerful engine. I'll need to replace some parts. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know why you're laughing when you're doing it. I'm like, don't get it.
But now the pressure is on. Somehow, we need to come up with a plan to get to the top of Chiang in less than 10 minutes.
The question is how. The car will be heavy, I am heavy, and it's steep. I'm going to build a car with a lot of power because I'm a big person. I think that's the only chance I get.
The route's going to be very windy uphill. With my style of driving, I think that a lighter weight car will be advantageous.
The way I'm getting power is through a turbocharger, and it's very simple. In a nutshell, it forces air inside the engine, so basically more air, more fuel, more horsepower. That's it.
Something that people don't really consider when it comes to racing cars is the power-to-weight ratio. You can have a very powerful car, but if it's heavy, your ratio is going to be on the higher side. Now, if you have a much lighter car with less horsepower, the ratio is going to be lower.
I'm a bit worried going against someone who's very experienced in racing, as Natasha is. But it's not going to stop me from trying. I'm just going to push myself to the limit. If I'm going to be driving a powerful car, it's going to put a lot of physical demands on the body. The G-force on the hips, neck, and arms will be increased, and the body must be strong. And that's why I've come here to train with Muay Thai instructor Prasit Silapai. Now, if anyone can connect me with my inner power, he can. Muay Thai dates back hundreds of years when the Thai people migrated south through Asia.
Elbow.
Elbow. Is he serious with this? Okay, here we go.
Hard dirty. Hard do.
Harder?
Oh, you big man, you hard dirty.
Yeah.
You can.
I'm gonna have to.
Me, I believe you. You okay? Full time. Full time. Oh, take care. Good.
Oh.
Relax. Where you go? Kick. Kick. 4, 5. Yes. Okay.
That's it. We good?
Good.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Take up.
I thought that I was going to come in here and be a little bit more aggressive or try to compete, just because that's in my nature, but that workout has really grounded me, and I think I'm ready to face the challenge ahead.
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you.
I'm happy with my car. It's the route that bothers me. It's dangerous. For me, it's all about control. Control of the car and control of my mind. Get the battle inside your head sorted, and you're halfway there. And so, I've come here to calm my mind and block out the fear. And maybe even seek some divine intervention.
Gentlemen, hi. Good to see you.
man.
All right, shall I go first?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. I've decided, since I'm just a naturally heavier person, that trying to be agile and be light is just, there's no point. All right, so power, 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 that's what I need. And I actually made a little drawing.
What's that?
It's my car.
Okay.
So I need a turbocharger. A turbocharger uses the car's exhaust to drive a turbine, which sucks extra air into the engine. So more air mixes with more fuel, hence more power.
Is that a roll cage on the outside of your car?
Yeah, it is. Actually, I want 2 roll cages.
Really?
Yeah, 2 roll cages. So
Twice as safe.
since my car is going to be super powerful, I also want to be super safe. So along with my cool racing modifications, I'm going for a second roll cage.
All done?
Yes, I am. Yep.
My masterpiece. Drawn by me.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Wow.
a nice message.
Wow.
The art.
Look at that.
Yeah, beauty and the beast.
Abstract art. It's,
Yeah, it's art.
never mind. Go ahead.
Casey is focusing on horsepower. I kind of want to focus on the complete opposite. I want to focus on handling, brakes, and being super lightweight. It has a full interior. Can we just take all of that out? I think this race will be all about handling. The lighter my car, the better it will handle, and the quicker it will accelerate. And what about chassis upgrades?
The chassis, we're gonna install the roll cage.
Okay.
We're gonna change the lower control arm.
Okay.
So that's gonna be lighter.
Sounds good, and a bit stiffer as well. An aluminum control bar makes the car lighter and stiffer. And since the roll cage also stiffens the chassis, we can take out the sway bar, making the car even lighter.
Lightening the car is great, but you gotta do something with the engine.
What can we do with the engine? Casey has the fancy turbo. We're gonna, oh my gosh, look at that old thing.
It's not pretty now, but
Look at that.
I think you have to drive a 1.6, so we will increase the capacity.
To get maximum power, I'm going to increase the capacity of this engine from 1.5 to 1.6 liters by drilling out the cylinders. The greater the capacity, the greater the power. Okay, that sounds really good. You guys take care of my masterpiece. We'll leave you to get started.
Good luck finding those pieces.
Okay, I'll see you guys.
See you guys later.
Guys,
right,
bye,
thank
bye, bye.
Okay. Loy. It's already a challenge just building up the machines to spec according to what Casey wants, according to what Natasha needs. There are going to be some challenges in terms of getting things done on time. And right now, everybody's working together and trying to make it all happen.
Let's see what we got here. We're on a mission to modify 2 ordinary cars, power, that's what I need, and race up Thailand's Doi Chiang Mountain Road for a Guinness World Records title.
While our mechanics get all our parts together, I think it's time to learn more about this challenge.
In order to conquer the mountain, we need to know the mountain. Our guide, Sebastian Bertrand, has been trekking here for years.
Sebastian, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from the Alps in France. 6 years ago, I decided to come here in the mountains of Chiang Mai.
Okay.
I wanted to investigate the trails in Thailand. The tribes came to Thailand the last century, so they have created this trail 70, 80 years ago.
What are the significance of these trails?
This trail is used previously by villagers to communicate between their villages. But now the villages are reached by dirt roads, so they don't use those trails anymore. I've surveyed more than 400 kilometers of trails.
Wow.
Yeah, I've registered them on GPS, and step by step I've viewed them.
I think what you've done is quite an amazing thing.
Preserving history almost.
Yeah.
Here we are at the Hmong village.
Okay, nice.
Hmong Chen. Now that's a traditional game. Go there,
I got it. I've got someone's fruit up
and
there.
that's a way to meet, to make relationship between men and women.
He's not doing very well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? I see a finish line,
Yeah,
I see a hill,
yeah,
and I see these things.
yeah. It's called Formula Hmong. So it started here 20 years ago.
So, Formula Hmong, so you are gonna make us, we have to do this.
Of
We've got
course.
enough challenges as it is on this program. We don't need this.
So are you ready to compete?
Okay, so we're gonna compete. Let's make a bet.
Okay.
Okay, the person who wins this race gets to choose who goes first or second during our final car race.
All right, let's do it. Challenge accepted. Air high five. Let's go.
Super fly cart.
Nope, that would be mine. All right, I am ready.
Oh, shit!
Hang on, you steer with your feet? This isn't what I prayed for. This is dangerous.
Hold on to the GoPro! You can't steer these things at all.
Oh my God!
Eat dust, Natasha!
Oh, I guess these things go kind of fast.
Oh, no, I'm coming through! Now!
You totally can't steer these at all.
here with your feet. No. That's it.
I'm alive!
How about that for a finish? God, it feels good to be a winner. I'm gonna let you go first when we race up the mountain.
Sounds
so
good.
that I can learn from your mistakes. Because from this, you've made a lot. So I'll learn a lot.
All right, sounds good. So let's on to the more important car. I'm going.
I'm gonna use this one, actually, when we do our race. I am itching to get back into the garage. Our amazing team of mechanics will have sourced all the parts. Wow, this is it, huh?
Hey, guys.
Since Peng is an engine specialist and Tor is a rear-wheel drive expert, they are helping me build my engine.
Mark and Kenny are both old hands at modifying Hondas. They're working on my car with Golf.
It looks like I have an engine, that's good. But there's just one snag. There's an important piece missing.
We don't have the turbo yet.
Is it
Yeah.
something that you could possibly find in 2 days, or?
We will find it, definitely. I promise you. The engine is in. Once we get the turbo, we just bolt it on.
Yeah, fine. What else needs to be done?
In the meantime, we'll just set up the brakes.
While Casey installs his new racing brakes, I've got my own problems. Very worried, only have 2 days. This has to come out.
Look, a little higher.
As well as stripping out all the weight and upgrading the engine, I've decided to paint it a racing red, which means we have to get it to the paint shop ASAP.
We currently, to strip the car proper, we got to take out all the backlight, the plastics, the carpet.
All right, so let's take the rest of the stuff out.
Definitely. Some of the
Bumpers, headlights.
ขยับออกมาเลย
ได้
Things are going good. We're about ready to head off to the paint. And then whilst it's being painted, I'm just gonna work on my engine and get that ready.
We're going to be going at great speeds, and the regular brakes aren't going to be able to handle it. All right, so they're just kind of like flushing this through the whole system,
Yeah, through the whole system so that there won't be any air bubbles.
No air
inside the
bubbles.
seat, Yeah. Once the air bubble is inside and you brake, the brake
It doesn't work.
yeah, it doesn't work.
เฮ้ยแฟง
Just as we think everything's going well,
Golf just told me we can't find your turbo. It's quite difficult to get it.
none of Golf's contacts have come through. That's huge because that's basically my whole car and my whole, I guess, success will hinge on a turbo.
We came here 3 days ago with nothing but a plan to race up Chiang Mountain and claim a Guinness World Records title.
Since then, we've designed our own cars and even raced down the mountains in go-karts.
เฮ้ยแฟง
But I have a big problem.
Golf just told me we can't find your turbo.
There may be one last chance, but we can't contact them.
โอเค
We have no choice but to head over there.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my God, this place is like a car graveyard. Things aren't looking hopeful.
พี่แจ็คสวัสดีครับ
Apparently, we're welcome to whatever we find. But, I mean, where do you start? And I'm only realizing now there might be a problem. I don't know what a turbocharger looks like. Luckily for me, Peng does.
Yeah, that one.
This is it.
Let's go.
Are we just gonna take this?
Yeah, we're just gonna take it. ครับเดี๋ยวผมรีบไปพี่สวัสดีครับ
This is the diamond in the rough right here. This is turbocharger, and this is the piece that's been missing. We're just gonna slap it on there and get it going.
No turbo for me.
Hello.
I'm getting more power by increasing the capacity of my engine.
So we're currently at the machine shop. We're basically gonna do a bore. We started off with a 1500 engine. Golf, what do you think we're gonna end up at?
16.
That's good, because every horsepower counts.
We got it. Oh, the turbocharger.
ได้แล้วลองดูดิว่าโอเคป่ะ
So, okay,
What?
I don't know, be careful with it. But all this extra power creates extra heat. So I also need to install an intercooler, which cools the air, and an oil cooler, which, you guessed it, cools the oil. At least now, my engine won't blow up.
The turbo has been installed, and now they're going to be doing the piping for the intercooler, which is down here.
It's gonna take us a while.
Special delivery! This is the big stuff. Casey, you might not know what that is, but that's a winning engine right there.
You just have an engine, you don't have a car.
I know I don't have a car, but it's okay.
Look at this thing. Turbocharger.
Ah, you found one.
I bet you that my car starts before yours.
Hey, my engine just needs to go in my car, mount it, plug, crank up.
I'm sure it's not as easy as mount it, plug, crank it.
Hey, listen to this.
Yeah? What is it?
I hear nothing.
Yeah, that's in between your ears. There's nothing.
What is that? We have a car!
Where's the oil cooler?
Bring the baby home!
Finally, my car is back from the paint shop,
Woohoo!
We gotta
Oh, open. Oh,
we
it's
gotta
open.
get it going.
and the engine can go in.
All right, guys. All ready?
But it's time to call it a day. We'll settle this tomorrow.
Early start tomorrow?
Early start tomorrow, yes.
Guess who's winning?
Am I gonna start my engine first?
Guys, are we gonna start our engine first?
It's the final day. Today we have to finish the cars.
My engine is in place and connected. But first, there's one crucial element to add.
Looks like we're ready for fluids.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Synthetic oil is more for race engines. It's gonna keep all the parts kind of moving as fluid as possibly. So engine oil is in. We're gonna put some radiator fluid. Yes. Yeah? The car and the engine is gonna be under a lot of load because we're pushing up the mountain. So all these fluids are very, very important. All right, I'm just excited to hear how this baby sounds.
Natasha's ready to go, but we're still doing some final electrical connections.
How long do you think it'll take before we start this?
5 minutes.
Oh man, I really thought we had this one. We were so close.
Hey, Casey, listen. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like power. Stop. All right, go one more time. Hold on.
Keep going. It's not starting.
What is that? Do we have gas?
We'll start? Try it. Let's go. Okay, everybody ready? We're gonna try this.
Battery? No.
Oh! What is that?
Okay, so Casey beat me this time. The problem I'm facing is that because we rebuilt this engine, everything is out of sync. What we need to do is tune it.
It was dumping too much fuel and the car couldn't start. Red means that we're running too lean, which means that there's too much air mixture for the fuel. And that's actually very dangerous because you can actually blow the engine up. So what we're gonna do is...
We are making a perfect mixture.
Yep, the perfect amount of fuel to the perfect amount of air.
There you go.
The car's up and running. It's just a question of slotting the final components into place.
Roll cage, racing seats, performance wheels.
And suddenly, we're done.
Congratulations, team. Yes.
All right, high fives.
Nice job.
I'm just excited. She's a beauty. She turned out much better than I would have ever imagined. And now I'm just excited to jump in and see how she handles.
I did not think it was possible. These guys, I'm living through them. We found all the parts, we found all the pieces, and it looks like I have a car.
They're actually not finished until all 4 wheels are on the ground. Do you want to count them down? Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1, drop!
It's all fine and dandy. We have the cars on the ground, but the big question is, can we drive them?
I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Our cars may be ready, but that's just step one. Now we have to race them up a mountain.
The real challenge is yet to come.